who is on Twitter with 3.9 million followers just in the US and is a highly influential person in the world? Many might immediately think of a pop star, but actually I'm talking about the Pope. While Pope Benedict XVI was the first Pope to officially join Twitter, Pope Francis continued in his footsteps and has expanded his social media to also include Instagram and selfies as a way to broaden his communication to the youth. Through positive communication, verbal and nonverbal, powerful individuals in the world have the ability to make the planet a better place and bridge the gap among diverse cultures. While there are many world leaders who fall into this category, my focus today will be strictly talking about Pope Francis, known as the People's Pope. Pope Francis just celebrated his 1-year anniversary in the Vatican, and he is not disappointed. People all over the world, Catholics and non-Catholics, can identify with him. He is modest, has a sense of humor and humility, and is very current for a 77-year-old man. The first pope from South America, he is committed to helping the poor and breaking down barriers among cultures and beliefs through his words and actions. Who is the Pope? Well, we're about to find out.
Walks the streets, poses for pictures, embraces the sick, and is not afraid to have a bit of fun and engage, it seems, just about everybody. His Twitter account, @Pontifex, ranks in the top 5 most searched words on the internet, where his is also the most talked about name in the year 2013. Former janitor and nightclub bouncer, he's been called the People's Pope, and in just 9 months, he's captured the imagination not just of the world's 1.2 billion Catholics, but the world itself.
I get it on the streets. I mean, everybody from the bartender to the cab driver telling me, Cardinal Dolan, we love this guy.
He's also ushered in a kind of truce in the culture wars. When pressed about gays in the church, he responded, quote, "A gay person who follows God, who am I to judge him?" And both Time magazine and the leading gay magazine, The Advocate, have named him their Person of the Year.
The Pope's main focus to support the poor is reinforced by his modesty in his actions.
He was seen riding a used white 1984 Renault at the Vatican. If given a choice, most people would buy the fastest or newest car in the market. But ever since Pope Francis' arrival to the Vatican, one thing is clear. As far as he's concerned, name brands aren't that important.
Until now, he chose to live in a simple, small apartment. He took public transportation.
Here's a recent clip on 60 Minutes with President Obama and Pope Francis.
What did the Pope say to you in that meeting that inspired you? We spent a bulk of our conversation around issues of poverty and inequality, themes that he's been talking about quite a bit, and obviously issues that I care about deeply. The very poor finding fewer and fewer ladders to get into the middle class, youth unemployment high. These are chronic problems. What the Pope's able to do in a way that no politicians do is to shake people's conscience and to shine a light on the problem. It's our job to come up with policies to do something. What the Pope can do is to help mobilize public opinion.
Last Friday, Pope Francis was reading a prepared script about children and families when he stopped and did something that no pope has ever done. Off the cuff, he took personal responsibility for the rape and abuse of children by priests. He said, quote, "I feel compelled to personally take on all the evil, to personally ask for forgiveness for the damage done."
Here are some examples of how the Pope uses his actions to support his word.
Francis has been doing so much to show he's a simple man of the people, from carrying his own bags to paying his own bills, and now he's taken to picking up the phone and calling people out of the blue.
The chattiness of Francis appears to be part of a larger effort to be a different kind of pope. He took a selfie with visiting tourists. He doesn't live in the papal palace, instead a simple room As for the pregnant Anna Romano, when she told Francis she feared no priest would baptize an illegitimate baby, the Pope reportedly said, "You know, there's always me."
According to the Wall Street Journal, Pope Francis is much more inclusive than historically speaking, accepting all religious affiliations and different types of sexuality. With an easygoing personality and physical appearance, Pope Francis continues to communicate powerful messages around the world, capturing the attention of many and creating a sense of positive change.